right. It's hashtag Friday Pie Day. Everybody knows exactly what day it is. It's actually also 4th of July. July 4th. If the stream quality is good, let me know. On my screen, it's like up here in this upper portion, it says that I only have like 1 bar of connectivity, but on my computer, it says I have 5. And I have fiber optic internet now. So let me know. Let me know what it, just drop me something in the comments section. There's a few people in here. If you can give me a thumbs up, is everything clear? And actually what I'll do is I'm going to pop this up. Can you tell me if you can see this clearly or not? That would be incredibly helpful because this is my first stream after getting the fiber internet as well as moving to a new home. So if you can, just let me know. Let me know if you can see this. Is this laggy? Is it whatever, right? It's fine. Beautiful. All right, cool. All right, so 4th of July, baby. Everybody go out, smoke cigars. Well, okay, I won't tell everybody to smoke cigars. Be healthy, okay? Be healthy. Drink natural spring water. Make sure you put your spring water in your hydrogen pump thingy that gets you hydrogenated water. And then if you want to smoke some cigars, okay, whatever. You know what I mean? A lot of people, they light the fireworks with the cigars because then you don't have to have a lighter. Ingenuity, American ingenuity. So happy 4th of July to everybody. Thank you for bearing with me over the past week. Dude, my life was in absolute disarray, shambles. My studio was disassembled, all that good stuff. Moved to a new place. If you're a wolfer, you've moved with me like 3 times. Like, since I started YouTube. In any case, right? For all intents and purposes, this is my last move. We've gotten where we're going, and we are still in Florida, obviously. We're in Tampa now, and that's where we're staying. So studio set up, house is set up, everybody's settled and situated. Literally on Friday, we were moving this stuff. So there was nothing I could do about it. And with that being said, happy 4th of July to everybody. If you're here from the future, hello from the past, we salute you. Make sure you smash the like button, whether you're here now or watching the replay. Make sure you hit subscribe. It's been a while since I've done this. It's been a while since I've done this. It's been a while since I've done this. Boom, baby. Bang on that notification bell. Comment anything you want in the relevant section. I'm glad to be back. We're going to talk about some stuff that's going on in the markets. We're going to do a little bit of TA. I'm not going to take up too terribly much of people's time today, especially because I know the majority of my audience is in the United States. We do have the Europeans, English-speaking Europeans. We do have the people in Australia, New Zealand, other English-speaking countries around the world. But for most of my audience, it's a lot of Americans. So I'm not going to try to hijack your first off Friday Pie Day. That's on the 4th of July. We got a twofer. Go out and celebrate with your families, man. I know that's what I'm going to do. If Greggy's watching, might be seeing Greggy today too. We'll see, man. We'll see. With that being said, let's get into some stuff. Okay, let me get my stuff up on the screen, and I'm gonna exit out of the Discord. Nobody's in there. Everybody wants to come see my ridiculous braids and my Velociraptor esque appearance. So I don't know why you guys want to look at my ugly mug, but for whatever reason you do. And for that, I thank you, because that's how I have a platform, because you guys like to watch ugly idiots talk on the internet, which is exactly what I do every single time I get on here. So let's go ahead and switch the screen. Crazy transition. Cue the crazy transition. I hope this is the right mic. Hold on. Let me make sure. It is. We're not sounding choppy. All right. Let's get into it, man. There's a couple of things that have happened, dude. One of them, I'm going to get out of here. Get out of here. No, I'm already out. Never mind. Just kidding. Damn. All right. Crypto platforms, in a last-ditch effort to remain relevant, looking at Gemini. Looking at you, Gemini. are offering credit cards. Not that they haven't already been doing that. I mean, Crypto.com pioneered it. I don't really care. I'm going to be honest with you. I was asked to offer my opinion on this. So here's Drew's opinion on this. All right. And then we're going to talk about some Wolfer stuff here in just a second. Give me 1 second. I don't really care. I'm just going to be real with you. I don't really care. So if you can load your Bitcoin to it, great. That doesn't seem like a credit card to me. That seems like a debit card. Okay. Now, here's the one thing that I think could be potentially ingenious about this, but could also be inherently riskier for people. Follow me. Follow me. You can link your Bitcoin wallet, your crypto assets, to this card, okay? It can draw from it at the end of the month instead of debiting automatically. Because if it's just debiting automatically, it's just like paying USD, right? That would help in potentially upward trending markets. That screws you over in downtrending markets. This will screw you over in downtrending markets. That I can assure you, because you would be better off liquidating immediately the Bitcoin at the point of sale if you're swiping this credit card, if we're in a downward trending market, because 30 days from now, Bitcoin could be worth 15% less. This is bear market style, right? Bull markets, this could be a good play, right? Where you're like, oh, okay, I'm going to swipe this. It's going to automatically debit it. I'll pay my balance at the end of the month, my credit balance at the end of the month with my Bitcoin. My Bitcoin will be worth 15% more. So now I just got a 15% discount on everything that I bought. Now, the bad news about this for the Bitcoin bulls and for the Bitcoin maxis and for the people that are like, I'm never going to sell my Bitcoin. I will literally live under a bridge and own Bitcoin just to own it. And I will die on that hill, never selling my Bitcoin, never taking profit, never buying anything with it. For people like that, they're not going to want to use this because you would have to get rid of your Bitcoin. Secondarily, the other thing that I see with stuff like this, they could offer rewards. The reason why I don't care about these cards, I have the Chase Sapphire Reserve. I have the Chase Sapphire Preferred. I have the Amex Platinum. I have the Amex Gold. I have all the good credit cards. And I guarantee you the rewards on those credit cards trump these. Unless they're going to reward you in Bitcoin cashback style. I don't know, man. We'll see. The other thing that, let's talk about Wolfer really quick. So for all of you hungry squirrels out here trying to chase your acorn, right? And you're like, Drew, I really need you to tell me every single week, for whatever reason, about Wolfer. Let's do it. Even though I have a video right here. For anyone asking what's the plan, etc., here's a fully dedicated like 30 to 40 minute video that tells you everything, and I can assure you nothing has changed from that video. But for all intents and purposes, we're going to go ahead and cover it. We're going to go ahead and cover it. We got to give the people what they want. You got to give the people what they want. So that's what I'm going to do. People, they show up for the braids, man. And apparently some people show up for me to say everything is the exact same in Wolfer. Okay, let's look at it. Yep, that validator's active. We lost a couple of hours on Thursday and Friday whenever we were moving. Other than that, boom, right? It's actually the most successful move I've ever had in terms of the validator's downtime, right? Very minimal downtime. Usually this is in the negative, right? Whenever you move. Okay, so that's the second one, that validator up. Okay, let's run through the third one. Again, up. Okay. Fourth one. Okay, up. All the ETH validators up. Validating. generating Ethereum. Okay. So we've verified that. Okay. Let's see when, let's just see if these changed at all, right? The block was 1,100 days ago, the inception block. Okay, so this is the same validator since from day one. I won't bore you with going through the... let's do it. No, I will bore you. Again, 1,100 days ago, validator 2. Let's go to validator 2. Okay, so these are all the exact same validators that we've had since day one, wolferfinance.eth. Right, and this is all publicly available information. Anybody can go and click here. It takes you 3 minutes. Deposits, 1,100 days, wolferfinance.eth, bang. Okay, let's go. Let's move on down the list. All right. Avalanche validator, average uptime, 100%, bang, bang. This one has been active for 1,032 days. Okay, so it is the same validator. Same node ID. Okay, so this is up. This is validating. This is generating validator rewards. Okay. Delegations. We can go here. These are all the delegations that are on it. People that have delegated their avalanche to us. Validations. Here's our validations. The entire list of them from inception. Inception. If you know about... obviously, the FTM validator node, we sunset that. Why? Because they shut down FTM. I can take this off if you want me to. Don't really see why we need to. Let's go to the Flux, see what those are doing. All right. We've got 8 Flux nodes, 2, 4, 6, 8 that have been up. Cool. Bang. Okay. That's 8 Flux nodes, as it states on the website. Let's go back. All right, let's go to the wallets tab that shows you everything else. Treasury wallet address, income wallet address, which we don't really use. FTM chain address that obviously we don't use now that FTM went to Sonic. All of the treasury stuff should be in here. All the other wallets, right? TWF contract address, inactive TWF claiming addresses. Those are inactive ones. This is the active one. It's the injection wallet for the rewards wallet, blah, blah, blah. So, I hope this isn't I hope that I'm not boring. But I do want to iterate. The validators continue to validate every single month, every single day, every single however many blocks, however long it takes for a block. Nothing has changed. That video is still the most up-to-date information you will get. Once it comes time for us to do our thing and we catch a bull run alt season, because let's be real, everything's flowing into Bitcoin right now. It's all institutional money going into Bitcoin. The alts have not gotten their cycle for the most part yet. And what do I mean by that? Well, let's go check. Show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so Bitcoin's at 108, right? Ethereum's at $2,500. It's half of its all-time high, right? XRP is at, I believe, all-time highs or close. It's within spitting distance. BNB, again, there's utility here, right? BNB stays pretty level on an upward trajectory because people use it for the fees and the chain, right? For BSC, right? You've got, where's Avalanche at? 1765, right? Alts just haven't gotten their push yet, man. I mean, you can look at compare the charts over here, right? Bitcoin and ETH do the same, but ETH hasn't been doing the same numbers as Bitcoin yet. Why? Because most of the money that's in the market is flowing into Bitcoin right now. Once alts hit, then we enact our plan that's inside of this video that I've been talking about, right? That's it. That's all I'm going to cover. So hopefully that helps people. Okay, there's no reason for me to come up here every single week. It's dumb. I'm just gonna call it what it is. It is dumb. And if you're requesting for me to do that, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna come through here and waste everybody's time. We've already been on this, what, 17 minutes, right? And we went through and verified that all of our validators are validating and stuff. Like, it's the same stuff, man. And it's publicly available to anybody. BlackRock's Bitcoin ETF earns more than the S&P 500 fund. If that doesn't show you where crypto is going, man, I have absolutely no idea what is. I don't think we even need to talk about this. Enough is said on that, okay? So gold literally just hit 33.50. That's great news. Gold is obviously safe haven, you know, asset, blah, blah, blah. You know that I have the verified investing. I did a training with them on how to trade gold, all that good stuff, and bing, bang, boom. The good news is that with gold being a safe haven, eventually you would assume that Bitcoin might become a safe haven as well. That doesn't mean crypto. When I say Bitcoin, I literally only mean Bitcoin. I'm not talking about crypto. If I'm talking about crypto markets, overall, altcoins, everything, I will say crypto. Bitcoin can become a gold, right? A digital gold, but not, you're not going to see Tron become a digital gold, right? Is my point. So, you know, this is good news for Bitcoin in general, because if it does start coupling to gold as a safe haven, it's going to be redonkulous, right? Redonkulous. Okay. So we did have 280 million, almost $300 million liquidated in shorts whenever Bitcoin ran up here, right? Bitcoin ran up here, nice top, bang, double top, immediate rejection, right? As you can see inside of Nordic Alpha, you know, obviously I'm giving out calls on this inside of the Nordic Alpha Discord, which is this Discord right here. If you want to be in it, feel free. I believe it's probably the first link in the description. If you want to get in here and you want to see the TA on it literally every single day that me and John, JP do, feel free to do it. But yeah, $110,000 is what we hit. $280 million liquidated. Now, I want to show you this. Because this is going to be nuts. For all the US people that have to go through all the rigmarole to try to get an exchange, right, to be able to trade with leverage or to trade futures, perps, right, perpetual futures contracts, that might be a thing of the past. All the US people that are blocked from all these different regions and they have to use these non-KYC like Weeks or Blofin or, you know, Hyperliquid and stuff like that. That might be a thing of the past here very soon, because Coinbase is now introducing perpetual futures in the US. This is huge, man. Like, I can't stress enough how big of a deal this is going to be. This is massive. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm tired of having to use off-brand exchanges, man. Or my Palau ID, right? My Palau ID that I had to buy for like $1,500, $1,000 for a 5-year residency. It would be great to just be able to log into Coinbase, Kraken, Binance US, wherever, right? And be able to trade your perps up to like 50x leverage. Hell yeah. And that's one thing I never really understood why we don't have that. And it's because they were trying to figure out the crypto regulations, totally understand it. We have 100x leveraged markets in the United States right now regulated. It's called stock options. It's called the options market. I trade it. It's 100 shares per contract, man. That's 100x leverage. You can do anywhere from 2 to 3, 2 to 4, maybe 2 to 5x leverage right now on, as a retail trader, on Charles Schwab, right? Usually it's 2 to 3x leverage. 4x, right? These 4x exchanges. A lot of them, dude, some of these things offer 800x leverage. Who on earth would use that? I don't know. Degenerate gamblers for sure. Insider traders for sure. But I found it odd that we didn't have any, because we already have 100x leveraged instruments, although in a different arena, being the equities market, and in a different type of asset, being an options contract, right? They're going to fractionalize Bitcoin down to like 0.001 Bitcoin where you can trade. That's pretty sick, dude. I don't care what you say. I don't care how you try to cut it. That is sick. All right. So as it sits right now, I'm seeing some stuff. Okay. So I literally was talking about this yesterday inside of Nordic Alpha, gave people the levels, everything, right? Said, look, you come down, you bounce from this. This is what we call an ascending triangle, okay? So let's get this. This is an ascending triangle. Where's my thingy? Right here. See this line and then this line, right? That's an ascending triangle, okay? So we can delete this. We can delete this. And I basically said, look, if we break out above this and we back test it bullishly, that's where you enter longs. If you lose it, this is where you're going to start entering shorts, right? If you lose this value area high again. But guess what we also saw? If you catch a bounce here or right here in this range from the top end of this downward sloping parallel channel that's pretty friggin' well established, right? Bang, 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 bang. You could catch a bounce there, okay? So let's go back. I'll show you what I'm talking about. We now have an even bigger, you guessed it, ascending triangle, right? Even bigger ascending triangle that we just kissed and tapped as we speak. And if you break out above this, dude, your profit targets are redonkulous. Like the profit target on this one was 117. 116 to 117. That's about 65 to 80% of the measured move. Now on this one, right? Let's just leave it how it was, right? Because now you're getting back down into it. I would like to see a breakout of it. You lose this line, you're probably coming down, right? Most likely to about 105.5. Okay? You lose this trend line, you lose this trend line. You got two chances to bounce here and here. You got to retake out this value area high, get above your moving averages yet again, right? Which we're above the 200 right now. Really need to reclaim the strong with strong volume, this 100 moving average, and then above this point right here. Is that going to happen this weekend with it being a holiday weekend? I don't know. Probably not. I would assume it's probably not going to. Weekends have historically low volume. Holiday weekends have even more historically low volume, right? We'll see what happens. But in any case, if you do bounce from here, you reclaim this level, you're longing, baby. Like you're longing. And then your first resistance is going to be at this top right here. So you got to watch out what happens here. Okay. So as it sits, here you go. That's your first trade. Take profits here or watch what happens. At the very least, move your stop loss, right? And then if you lose this level, you're targeting right here, no matter what, right? You short there, you target there. You see what happens at this level. And if you lose it, guess what? You're shorting even harder, right? These are trades that I gave out a few days ago. I think it was yesterday, actually. Side of Nordic Alpha. So there's our first. I know it's an ascending triangle, but for all intents and purposes, we will say that it's not. Whoops. Now, here's where it gets juicy, right? This is where it gets juicy. You take these out, take this level out, probably, I would say about right here, even right here. But if you want to be super safe about it, you put it right there, okay? And this is your inflection point, man. Right here. Look at that beautiful ascending triangle, right? It doesn't get much better than that, to be honest with you. Now, here's where your potentially your measured move would be. I mean, this could be a massive, massive move, okay? Is my point. This could be your price target if you take this out. Somewhere in the realm of 120. I mean, that's the crypto markets in a nutshell right now, right? That's the crypto markets in a nutshell. You'd like to keep this little micro uptrend that you got going, right? And you would like to see this double top get busted through. But what do we know about double tops? A lot of times they fade pretty hard. So you could see yourself coming right back down here to the bottom end of this trend channel and the point of control at 96.6. I'm not saying that's going to happen. I'm saying that's kind of your catch point, right? And this is where you would start shorting. So, you know, with that being said, that's kind of what I'm seeing inside of the crypto markets as it sits right now, man. I mean, just... You know, we'll see if there's any type of bullish nature. But if you want those insights every day, come over to NORDIC Alpha, right? We've got, we do Bitcoin. We do the S&P every day. We do gold and silver every day. We do swing trades. We do scalp trades for day traders, right? We teach you everything that you need to know. I've got some cool stuff rolling out. If you want to be there, have at it. If you don't, show up to the streams, get the content for free. Very limited content, maybe not as actionable, but yeah. Other than that, I hope everybody has a good hashtag. Whoop, almost messed up. Good 4th of July plus a hashtag Friday Pie Day with their beautiful families. Everybody have a good holiday weekend. I will see you in the next video where we won't go and click on the validators and do the redundant things. So with that being said, I will see you all soon. Peace.